All right, now we're going to talk about cover letters. So to begin, we're going to think about the key parts of a resume because these are going to come into your cover letter. So remember from our last discussion about resumes that education, college only, experience, relevant experience only, contact information, your skills and abilities, relevant awards and extras are all key parts of your resume. So what you're going to do with those key parts is you're going to spin them into a narrative now. What you have to keep in mind as you write your cover letter is that it's not some generic document. You take the experience that you have provided in your resume and tailor it to the job you're applying for. You're creating a narrative about yourself. The cover letter is your opportunity to personalize. You can show the prospective employer who you are and how your personal experiences have helped you become this person that is ready and able to fill the position that is open. So you're going to have 4 paragraphs generally with your cover letter. It's best to stick to these and not try to be insanely creative. The cover letter is a genre that's for a very specific purpose. And so you don't need to get too crazy with it. You need to follow the format. This is what the employers are looking for. So don't try to throw them off. Your first paragraph is going to be who you are, what the job is you are applying for, a prefacing sentence about the skills and stories you will tell. So that's going to be a little bit like your thesis statement. So a sentence that sets up the stories you're going to tell and the skills you're going to provide. All of this speaks back to what that job ad is looking for. You're setting up how you are the person that is the best candidate for that job. Paragraph 2 should be a strong story about you doing something in the past that will serve the company. So you're going to talk about something that happened and you're consistently connecting it to how it will serve the company. This entire letter should be focused on the reader. This should be a reader-focused letter that's consistently speaking to the reader's expectations and the way that these stories are speaking to the job ad and how they have prepared you to take the job. So paragraph 3 is another strong story about you doing something in the past that will serve the company. And the 4th paragraph is going to be thanking them for their time and telling them when you're available to be contacted at a certain, email address, phone number. Remember, these need to be active stories. They need to show you doing something. They need to present your hard and soft skills within them, and they need to speak specifically to something that the job is looking for. Some cover letter tips. First, you need to use you language, not me language. The goal of the cover letter is to illustrate how your prior work experiences will benefit the company, what you can do for them. Wrong. I've wanted to work for your company since I was little. This would be my dream job, and it would mean so much to me if you would grant me an interview. Right way to approach it is, I was very excited to find this open position because I've been following your company since its startup phase. My thorough understanding of your company's background and mission means I can jump in and make contributions to your marketing team right away. Notice it goes from me to you. In the first example that's wrong, it's stating all the reasons that the applicant wants the job, has dreamed of the job. This would mean so much to me. In the second one, it's explaining everything in you terms. I've been following you. I can do this for you. I know about you. I can come in and help you. All of it is you focused. It's immediately showing how the applicant is going to serve the company. A second is interest. You should show interest in what the company does compared to other companies. Why do you want to work for company A instead of company B? This means that you should research the company ethos, to find out how you can speak to that. So you want to show that you know you've done your homework and you know about this company and you know you're the right fit. Addressee, you should find the name and person you're actually writing to in a cover letter. No more to whom it may concern, dear madam or sir. You need to speak specifically to the person that's going to be reading the cover letter. You need to address them. Storytelling, you should focus on 2 or 3 quality stories of you doing something successfully. So you should show that you not only did something, but that you did it well. That will directly transfer to the company. So really show yourself, and don't just show what you've done well. Make sure that you're showing the transfer, how that experience has set you up to be a productive employee in this new job. And formatting, you should follow basic cover letter block formatting. Cover letter mistakes. It's people adding too much or too little. You want to build a picture of yourself as a success, but be sure that you do it scannably. You also don't want just 2-sentence paragraphs. So try to be 4 or 5 sentences, and also keep it in blocks that are about consistent. So you're offering the same amount of information for each, and it's a quick read through. You shouldn't state anything negative, which we also talked about in resumes. There's no reason to list what you don't have. Don't say, though I don't have as many years of experience as you asked for, I do have these skills. Avoid that altogether and continue building yourself up so that you're demonstrating the skills that you have and why you are qualified, even if you don't have that experience. Do not, though, bring up your flaws whenever you are writing cover letters or resumes. Don't regurgitate your resume. There's a reason why your cover letter and resume are separate documents. So the cover letter should tell a story. Remember, you're using the skills that you've presented, but you're weaving them into a narrative. You're giving a story to demonstrate these skills that shows who you are as a person and a prospective employee. Another mistake is not customizing your letter to the company and job ad. This is why we start with an analysis of a job ad, because every cover letter you write should be directed towards the specific company that you are applying for. You need to let them know that you want that job, not just any job. So finally, show, don't tell. Should always show and not tell. This is the PEA, the P, which is building an image of you doing something. So you have point, evidence, analysis. This should always be a key element of your cover letter. So your point, I have developed this skill that you want. You say the skill. Evidence, here's an example of me doing it. This is your narrative, and it shows who you are, and it shows you actively doing something. Analysis, here's how my experience with this skill directly translate to your company. So you tell them the skill that you have, you show yourself doing that skill well and effectively, and then you connect it to the way that it transfers over to what that company needs. So these are all important parts of your cover letter that you should be addressing as you start to draft your cover letter. Now we're going to take all these tidbits and create our own cover letter to demonstrate how qualified we are for the job that we've picked.